Hello, namaste. Thanks for being here today. Our practice is about digestion. So, my idea with this is just to create for you a very simple practice for times when you're feeling like your digestion needs some support. So, when you're feeling bloated or gassy, when you're feeling constipated, or just upset in the tummy. This is a short, simple sequence you can do to help relieve that discomfort in the belly. No props are required at all for this. So we're going to start lying down in constructive rest. Come onto your back and take the feet a nice, comfortable distance apart. You can have the knees separated in line with the hips, or you can bring the knees to rest together and just bring your hands palms down onto the belly. We'll close the eyes and take a few breaths here. And as you breathe, feel your whole connection to the earth. So feeling the bottoms of the feet, feeling the hips, feeling the back of the head, letting the spine get quiet. Begin to send your breath down into the belly. So taking slow and generous diaphragmatic breaths. Notice how your belly lifts up into the hands on the inhale, and be aware of how the belly drops down into the body under the hands on the exhale. And let your awareness rest in the belly, in the gut, and imagine there being a softening for your organs, like the organs themselves can release. Just be with any sense of discomfort or fullness, any sense of softness and openness, whatever is there for you in your belly today. Just breathe with it and be with it. Bring your hands down on either side of the hips, palms down, and do separate the knees. Walk the feet a little closer towards each other so the heels are in line with the sitting bones. With the hands relaxing down at the sides, exhale and press your belly button down to the floor. Feel the tailbone begin to lift a little more. As you inhale, let the tailbone drop down as the lower back lifts. Just simple pelvic tilts here. So exhaling to flatten out the lower back, pressing into the feet just a little bit, but not lifting the hips up off the floor, just tilting the pelvis. As you inhale, tailbone drops down, feeling the belly fill softly with air as the lower back comes off the floor. Continue with your breath. And letting these pelvic tilts have a very soothing, calming effect. Noticing and enjoying as well the massage for the sacrum, for that bony part of the lower back into the mat. Good, and we'll let the pelvis return to neutral, taking a breath. Extend your your left leg out onto the floor. And with your inhale, bring your right knee in towards the chest, extend the leg up towards the ceiling, and exhale, slowly release it down to hover just above the floor. Inhale, the knee comes in and up, and exhale, release it down. Move with your breath, nice and slow. If this feels too challenging, you can always keep your left knee lifted. That will give you a lot more support and strength through the core. So it just depends on what feels right for you in this moment. If your tummy's really upset, keeping that left knee lifted might be more helpful. Just a few more rounds of this. The goal here is all about softening and letting go. Good. Draw the knee in, interlace the fingers around the shin, and squeeze the knee. Use your arms to draw the knee in towards the armpit. Let your left leg relax and take a few deep breaths. So here we're using the thigh to create compression on the right side of the abdomen. This is where the ascending colon is and the liver is. So as you take each diaphragmatic breath, as you inhale deeply, the diaphragm moves down. As the belly lifts, the diaphragm moves down. That's what causes the belly to lift. And then we've got this compression on the outside that's squeezing in. So with every breath, it's like we're giving a rhythmic compression massage to our organs. Letting that softening continue. That releasing and letting go. This is half wind relieving pose, by the way. Apanasana. Nice. Release your hands. Send your leg back up to the sky. We're going to take large circles. So just sending that leg out to the side and then bringing it around across your body. Just as big of a circle as you can make. You might have to maneuver yourself around objects in your space. That's okay. Good. Circle in the other direction. Nice and slow. One more. Good. Bend the knee. Bring the right foot down. Inhale, left leg bends in and up. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, left leg bends in and up. And exhale, release it down. So you can keep your right knee bent, or if you want to straighten your right leg out onto the floor, go ahead and do that. All the while sending our healing, nourishing energy into the belly. Last one. Now hug that left knee in. Hands interlace around the shin. The knee comes to the outside of the body a bit, towards the armpit. Right leg is extended if it's not already. And just take several breaths. On the left side of body, now we have descending colon, we have stomach, we have spleen. Just allowing the posture and your breath to do all the work for you. Good. We'll release the leg up to the sky. Hands come down and circle the leg out to the side and around. And we'll circle in the other direction. Last time. Nice. Both knees into the chest, hands down. Take a breath in and straighten the legs. Exhale and rock your hips a bit side to side. So you've got your hands now underneath your hips, palms down. Taking a breath in. Exhale, release the legs to hover above the floor and inhale the knees in and up. So whereas before we were doing one leg at a time, now both legs together. Nice and gentle and slow. Your legs don't have to come down very far at all, or they can come pretty close to the floor. Just depends on what your body's needing. Let's take one more. Now when your knees come in, release your hands and hold on to the knees. Give them a nice squeeze. Breathe deeply. Apanasana, wind relieving pose. Very good for regulating apana, which is the downward moving air. This is apana is called a vayu in Sanskrit. There are ways that subtle energy, our prana, moves in our body. There are 5 ways in particular. And apana is the downward moving air, or that force of energy movement that goes downward in our body. So this governs elimination, among other things. So apanasana is a pose which relieves our excess wind, but also helps to regulate and harmonize that downward moving air. Holding on to the knees now, rather than hugging the knees in, just holding on to the knees. We'll inhale here, pull the knees in. Exhale, release. I know it feels backwards, but inhale, draw the knees in. Exhale, release. So as we inhale, draw the knees in, the diaphragm is pushing the belly out, so we're squeezing the organs. And then exhale, everything is releasing, and that oxygen-rich blood is flowing into the belly. And stay here to inhale. We're going to switch it up. Now exhale, hug the knees in. And inhale. Exhale, squeeze in. A few more times like this. This feels a little more intuitive. Hands come out in a T position, palms down. Inhale here in the center, lift your ankles level with the knees. Exhale, knees down to the right, gaze left. Inhale up to center. Exhale, knees down to the left, gaze right. Inhale to center. Side to side on your own. So now we're twisting, and the focus is on stretching and wringing out the organs. So of course our spine also is getting a lovely awakening here. But as this is a posture or a sequence of postures for digestion, we're really feeling that pull and stretch on the viscera. Let your legs come down to one side. Whichever hand is nearest to them, ground the knees down with the hand. Take a few deep breaths. And let's actually bring our hands to interlace under our head, taking a posture of complete ease and relaxation with this. Still feeling the belly fully expanding on every inhale and completely emptying with exhale. Hands release back out into the T. Knees come up as we unwind. Now the knees come down to the opposite side. And again, reach your hand that's nearest to them on top of the knee, gazing in the opposite direction. Breathing deeply here. Sending that loving care and softness to the belly. Hands interlace underneath the head. And just take a few breaths. And as you release to come back to center, draw the knees. Let's roll side to side. So the knees hug in, but now you'll rock side to side and feel that massage of the lower back into the floor. All right. Send your legs up to the sky. We're going to activate a little bit and find a little bit of strength and warming at the very end of our practice. So we'll release the legs down. Keep pressing your belly button down into the mat. Flex the feet. Squeeze the inner ankle bones together. Inhale. Lift the head and shoulders up. If you can lower the legs lower, that's great. Exhale, release down. Legs come up to the sky. Take a breath. Another breath in. Exhale, lower the legs. Take a breath. Exhale, lift and breathe. Good. Legs come up, head releases down. Soften through a breath of relaxation. Inhaling, last time. Exhale, release the legs down halfway. And on your next exhale, head and shoulders lift. Maybe lower the legs lower. Hold and breathe. Bend the knees in this time. Wrap the hands around. Head to the floor. Take a big breath in through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth with a sigh. And again, deep inhale through the nose. Complete softness in the belly as you exhale through the mouth. Let's do one more of those. Release the feet down onto the mat. Straighten out the legs. You're welcome to have a bolster under the knees if you wish. Release the palms up to the sky. Close the eyes. So I'll leave you today in your Shavasana. Please rest here as long as it feels comfortable and good for you. 5 minutes would be great. 10 minutes even better. Letting yourself settle into stillness. And remain here for some time. Thank you for joining me in your practice today. I'll see you again next time.